Most parents will recognize moments like these. A child who's constantly on the move and struggles to sit for any period of time. A child who may cover their ears in noisy places or when there's a sudden loud noise. Everyday routines like dressing, feeding, or hairbrushing can become difficult. A child who can seem overwhelmed by the world around them. These are common experiences for children with sensory processing differences. They can place pressure on family life and make it harder for children to participate in everyday activities such as self-care, play, and school. I'm Tara, a paediatric occupational therapist working with children and families in primary care. Sensory processing is happening all the time for everyone. It is how your child takes in information from the world around them and how the brain makes sense of it and how the body responds. The behavior you see is your child's response to sensory information. When children run, climb, crash, seek tight hugs, make noise, chew on objects, this behavior is often sensory driven. They're doing it because it feels good and helps their body feel organized and regulated. This is not bad behavior. It is the body trying to meet its needs. Every child's sensory system is different, and that's part of what makes them unique. As your child grows, their sensory system continues to change, and so does how they experience and respond to the world around them. Understanding your child's sensory needs will help you better support them with more confidence as they grow and develop. Children are constantly taking in information from the world around them through their senses. We are familiar with the 5 main senses: touch, what things feel like on our skin; sight, what we see including colours, shapes and movement; sound, what we hear like the voices or background noise; smell, different smells in the environment; taste, flavours such as sweet or salty. There are also 3 hidden senses, which are very important for regulation. Proprioception, or body awareness. It tells us where our body is and how much force to use when we push, pull, and carry. Vestibular, or movement and balance, helps us to know if we are moving and control our position. Interoception helps your child to understand internal body signals, such as hunger, thirst, needing the toilet, tiredness, or how they're feeling emotionally. All of these senses work together all the time. For some children, the brain finds it harder to organize or make sense of this information. This is when we may see sensory behaviors, some of which can be challenging. Your child might seek out some types of sensory input and avoid others. This forms their sensory profile. We often explain this using the cup analogy. Some children may have a small cup for certain sensory input. A small amount can feel like too much. They may become overwhelmed quickly and try to avoid or reduce these experiences. Other children may have a big cup for certain sensory input. They need more sensory input to feel regulated. They may seek out this sensory experience. Many children can have a mix of both a small cup and a big cup. This can change depending on the situation, time of day, or how they're feeling. Children learn to regulate through co-regulation. This means supporting your child through connection, calm interaction, and shared activity. Talking to your child about how their body feels helps them make sense of their experiences. Parent modeling helps a child learn what can support regulation and normalizes their experience. Talking to your child and explaining to them why you engage in certain activities is important. For example, exercising to relax or turning off background music when trying to concentrate. Over time, this helps children build awareness of their bodies, understand their sensory needs, and begin to develop their ability to self-regulate. As a parent, you will begin to notice patterns in your child's behaviour, what they seek out, what they avoid, and when they are most calm and focused. This helps you understand how to best support them. Often, parents can support their child by adapting the environment or introducing simple sensory activities known as sensory strategies. At times, A child's sensory system can become overwhelmed when their sensory cup is full. At other times, their system may need more input when their big cup is empty. Different sensory strategies are helpful at different times. When a child is overwhelmed, calming strategies or activities can help bring the body back to a more regulated state. These may include gentle stretching or yoga, deep pressure such as hugs or massage, chewing or sucking activities for the mouth, and deep breathing exercises. These strategies can help children feel safe and settled. Having calming spaces available for a child can also be helpful. This might be a designated space in your home, such as a beanbag, teepee, or blanket fort, where they can relax and engage in quiet play, for example, reading, puzzles, or imaginative play. Children often need support to calm. They may not be able to do this independently. Calming strategies are best used proactively to prepare a child and support a child when we anticipate challenges. When your child feels overwhelmed, they may have a meltdown or tantrum. In these moments, reduce noise and stimulation, offer gentle reassurance if they're comfortable with touch, and give them a quiet, safe space to calm. For children who need more sensory input, described as having a big cup, movement and resistance-based activities are key. Sensory activities can include outdoor activities in nature spaces, such as gardens, forests, or beaches, that involve running, climbing, and swimming. Active play, such as sports, dancing, and gymnastics, that make muscles and joints work hard should be encouraged. Heavy work activities support body awareness, emotional regulation, attention, and readiness to learn and participate. When both movement and calming activities are built into daily routines, children are more likely to stay regulated and participate successfully in everyday life. For example, engaging your child in movement and heavy work activities before and after school, and engaging your child in calming, screen-free activities before bed. Encourage movement-based play each day. Try to prioritize it and keep screens to a minimum. The strategies you choose will depend on your child's unique sensory profile, age, and their interests. Sensory support is not about changing the child. It's about helping your child's brain and body function more effectively by reducing overwhelm and providing planned opportunities to meet sensory needs. Supporting your child's sensory needs can make everyday challenges more manageable and support overall development. Small, thoughtful adjustments to routines or the environment is often all that's needed. For personal care, predictable routines can help your child feel safe and prepared. For activities such as showering, dressing, or teeth brushing, offering choice and supporting independence can improve tolerance. Involving your child in choosing healthy foods, shopping, and food preparation can increase comfort and curiosity. Gently encouraging exposure to new foods without pressure supports positive mealtime experiences. When entering noisy environments, prepare your child for what will happen. Offer reassurance such as hand-holding and reduce sensory input where needed. For example, using earmuffs or noise-filtering ear loops. Sensory challenges are common, and most children will experience them at different stages. You are not alone in managing these challenges, but with understanding, compassion, and simple strategies, everyday life can feel more manageable for children and families. By understanding your child's sensory needs and responding proactively, you are supporting their development, well-being, and participation in everyday life.